My name's Klaus is Koming and I'm in Studio Kind in Devon, and this is my first solo show. The theme around it is kind of mythological, mixed with Renaissance, kind of neoclassical influences, with a bit of 70s, 80s adult magazines mixed in. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange mix to put all together, but that's kind of, what I'm about really. So this piece is called The Beasts Are Within Me and I'll Let Them Grow, which is the name of the solo show. This piece is kind of, it's based on kind of being free and being in nature and kind of allowing yourself to be wild and hairy and getting muddy and getting weird basically in a field. And I think a lot of my previous work has been based off Renaissance and neoclassicalism, which is heavily based on kind of Greek living, ancient Greek, and I just kind of wanted to incorporate the mythological beings shown as women. So this is the Minotaur, which is traditionally a man, or half bull. And I just kind of wanted to see what a woman Minotaur would look like. It's quite interesting when you look these up online, they're all kind of very overly sexy, kind of, illustrations, drawings, and I just kind of wanted to create something that felt a bit more real, a bit more wobbly, and incorporate this idea of just being a bit wild and weird basically. When I do kind of a few paintings like this, I like to pose myself, so I would set my camera up on a timer and just kind of run away from it in my little studio and just kind of do a pose and see what kind of feels natural. Kind of just flinging the hand up in the air and kind of casting off any sort of cares. So the connection with the 70s porn magazines, I was actually originally giving them as kind of a joke present, and they're just kind of these amazing magazines that I'd never seen before, because now everything is online and video style, so these were kind of a relic of the past, that their context isn't really needed anymore, that they're kind of so I was kind of using them as references for women, the way that their bodies are shown within them, the way that they do have body hair, and I'm kind of interested in the difference of how a woman's body can be portrayed as sexy within the context of a porn magazine, but then in a Renaissance painting it's considered a nude, and kind of where that boundary lies. Is it from a slight opening of the leg, or is it the kind of smutty writing that's next to it, or is it because it's in a magazine hidden away under a bed, or is it because it's in a gallery space, it's now a nude? So it's kind of that balance that I'm interested in, where the crude becomes the nude. So yeah, that's how I kind of taken some of the women and have put them into the context of a gallery space, and kind of giving them new life as a nude, or maybe it is still just porn basically. So for me, colours are a big pulling point to any start of my work. I just kind of really like to throw as many colours as possible in, which I think kind of brings this humour to it as well. I don't think I would consider my work too serious. For me, painting is kind of having fun, exploring colours and exploring different forms and just making something that doesn't really exist in the real world. So creating these kind of scenes that you can kind of slightly imagine it happening, but also at the same time it's something completely different to what you would expect. This has a Renaissance humour to it, with the cherubs and the centaur. So yeah, it's just keeping it a bit light-hearted and a bit mystical, magical, and fun, basically.